Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. Dawn, what's going on, baby? Appreciate you, sis. Definitely have a good one as well. Hopefully you and your family definitely get your gobble gobble on and just enjoy all the blessings. Susanna, what's going on, baby? First things first, you already know happy hump day to everybody, but also happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody who celebrate. Cherry, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. Definitely was a good one, something that was needed. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. Miss T, what's going on, baby? Just those type of conversations gonna have to be brought up because again, we got people that are running around crashing out for the wrong reasons. And it's time for some of them to realize that there's some things in your life that you cannot allow you again to take you outside of an element that you wouldn't normally go. Sometimes you just gotta really pay attention to the signs. I'm cool and Cherry, you already know that. Just somewhat preparing for tomorrow. Not really big up on that holiday shit like that to a degree, but I got family might be coming over, so hey, deal with all of that. Most things, everybody get themselves a good little plate, stuff they face. That's it. But yeah, topics like how we spoke about yesterday are needed because again, there are people running around here doing the utmost to themselves and almost to a point of putting themselves in a body bag. I was going again with this uplifting spirit because again, even during this time of the holiday, there's a lot of people who are going through it mentally. So if you got people that definitely need it, if they going through it and they need you, hey, try to help them. Try to keep them uplifted. Especially around this time, you got some people who ain't got their family to really celebrate with. Even down to the war vets again, they might not even have people. Some of them might not have no real immediate family members to you know, show them anything good. Be a part of that. Latoya, what's going on, baby? A lot of us again are blessed to wake up and do something great. That should be one of the greatest things you do is try to uplift those who feel like they downtrodden. Some of them vets definitely are downtrodden because again, they don't have no real immediate family, and if they family done left them in a facility where they ain't even coming to visit them, says a lot. Sharonda, what's going on, baby? Even if they ain't war vets, if you got some elderly folks in your area that they ain't got no food or they might not even have people coming to bring them anything, shoot, bring them a plate. Sit down with them for a little bit, have a nice talk with them. I plan on doing that at some point, probably tomorrow. I feel like I'm going to have to come deliver something at some points. But hey, nothing wrong with trying to uplift again and bring somebody's spirits up. You have some people who feel that type of way now because again, they don't got nobody to really come check up on them. They ain't got nobody to celebrate with. And if it's one of those, there ain't nothing wrong with just using your human spirit and saying, all right, I got you. You already know, Cherry baby. tomorrow, shoot, even tonight, because I know some of y'all, if you're not working, you trying to prepare things. Again, make sure you're doing the right things that you possibly can do. Worry about the main ones that you know you can, and try to give them an uplifting day like you're about to have one. I know some people again right now. Riaz, what's going on, my guy? Lucy, what's going on, baby? I know some people right now that are actually doing that right now, preparing certain meals just to bring to the people that actually need it and giving them a good uplifting spirit again. Latoya, you've been here one time before. You just don't remember it. Trust me, I remember faces and names that come in here. You've been in here one time before. And I done seen you more in a few places, so don't worry. I'm always observing. I hear you, Lucy. Shoot. Again, it's a lot to deal with, especially coming up towards this holiday. And the best thing you could possibly do again is try to do the best possible. Don't just uplift your spirit, uplift somebody else's. And again, show them that they blessed to be here another year, regardless of how things may seem. Now, yesterday, it was a different type of topic because, again, I had to take a page out of a book that I've seen. There's some of you, again, who are allowing this internet and even your personal conflictions take you to a spot where you can almost get yourselves killed. And again, if you blessed to at least have a family of that sort, they love and care for you, you should want to be there for them longer. DJ Ron, what's going on? MA, what's going on? What's going on? Because we know to a degree everything has been a buzz lately with one or two situations. But I was saying that instance again, some of you are just going to have to really get the professional help you need. If you don't have a small knit or a close knit circle of people that can actually keep you upbeat and balanced, it's time for you to actually go spend the money, go get you some therapy or something. Because those same traumas and those same thoughts that you have in your mind, at some point, they're going to drive you down a road of chaos. I've seen people literally crash out just because they couldn't accept things for what they was. Or some people have crashed out because they never truly got the help they needed, even when they was younger. So again, it spews over into their adulthood. And again, you got people who are just barely lucky to, escape some sort of death. Because again, when you sit here and you're unloading your anger and frustrations onto the world, and especially in a bad light, it does come back. Again, got to be mindful of the energy you're putting out there, even when you are going through something traumatic. You can't cause yourself. First things first, you should never be out and about somewhere, even if it is your neighborhood, screaming, yelling, and acting a fool to the top of your lungs. Not to a point where you got people ready to do something to you. Because some people ain't going to want to hear that, especially early in the morning. You waking me up out my sleep because you having a moment or episode. Again, you're in a spot where people, some of them don't care. They don't care if you got mental health problems, crises, or not. If they feel like you're being a nuisance or a disturbance, yeah, they're going to try to do harm to you. You might think that you're ready for consequences and all, whatever, but you're not really. See, a simple instance like that, it didn't have to be you got shot in one spot. You could have got shot in multiple spots. I think about that. What's more important and what's more critical? Another day here with your friends and your family and the loved ones, or you in the early grade? That is a question you need to ask yourself. See, again, when you bring in real good talks, you're trying to bring some sort of positive light, let it come across that. Serious, what's going on, baby? I don't think nobody should be out and about that early in the morning, shit, even that late at night, causing confusion and ruckus because they going through specific, traumatic pains. Again, try to seek the help when you need it. You can't allow certain things to trigger you. And that's the thing, though. You can't allow those things to trigger you because, again, it's going to make you start going on decisions that you know for a fact could be a downfall decision. Now, had you not got shot in where you got shot at, you could have got shot in the head. You could have got shot in the throat. You could have got shot somewhere where it could have pierced you and you could have bled to death. Juice, what's going on, baby? See, again, self pride ruins a lot on all cylinders. I said this yesterday and I'm going to say it again because I want the people to understand that too. That will essentially at some point get you killed. Your pride. Again, there's nothing wrong with trying to seek professional help if you need it. Doesn't make you less of a human being. It doesn't make you weak. And if anything, it gives you strength and courage because if I could sit here and actually accept the help, then I'll be able to help somebody down the road, especially somebody who might have been through the same things I've been through or probably are experiencing the same traumas. Like I was saying yesterday, there are people who have went through sexual attacks and not saying that they bounced back right away, but at some point they did bounce back with the right type of uplifting, the right type of, guidance from people, even down to the therapy. It helps them. Tamika, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in the like button. And see, even at this juncture of the holidays, a lot of people are going to be triggered, and a lot of people are definitely going to feel a type of way because, look, again, they might not have nobody in their corner to really talk to. Mel, what's going on, baby? Mary, what's going on, baby? Again, you got some people who they don't have the big active families like some of y'all do. So yeah, they gonna dwell in their thoughts basically. There's one or two people that I still go check, even if I don't check them on a Thanksgiving. I definitely check them before that Christmas, and that's because they really don't have no immediate anybody over here. But I'm mostly just a good ear for them to vent and do whatever. Because this is the type of friend I am. I know how that could sit with you and mess with you. You overthinking or overanalyzing and being critical on things, right? Things that are out of your control. Some of these people can't help that these things happen to their family. But in the same token, that still don't mean they don't need some sort of uplifting and guidance. So try to be there when you possibly can. But the one thing to remember too, for those who might be in those positions, don't reject the help neither. And don't reject the good people who actually are trying to do right by you. You'll be surprised how much of a one day it'll do if you just actually learn to accept help. You have to. I hear you, Miss T. Again, everybody has different ways that they dealt with any trauma, not just on a sexual attack, just any level. Child abuse, verbal abuse, domestic violence, you name it. Everybody has had some sort of way to get themselves in a not so much of a coping mechanism, but just get themselves straight. Some people actually needed the right people around them at that time frame to help rebuild their strength up, rebuild their encouragement up. Uncle L, what's going on, my guy? Everybody dealt with ways, everybody dealt with it in different ways. I'm not gonna lie to you, they have. Word, what's going on, my guy? That was a great live last night. Almost fell into a food coma eating that damn apple pie that I baked. I didn't care about it. But nonetheless, gotta get back to that. Raising the human spirit. We know there's gonna be some people that you're not gonna be able to help because they're gonna reject it in more than one way. So in that notion, you can only still just keep being you and move forward on to others that are gonna really take the message, you know. Yeah, this is my thing though. Again, gotta really bring it to the people when it counts. And again, for some, you're gonna have to go get professional help because if in your mind you feel like this is gonna be something that is gonna be catastrophic somewhere down the line, you don't want to take that, and you definitely don't want to be that casualty. You're gonna have those tomorrow, prime example, who even around certain people or even around family, they still gonna feel a type of way. Again, you never know what's going through somebody's mind, but the minute you do see something is out of whack, make sure that everything is good. Professional counseling, definitely something that some people should really take into consideration and seek. Because there might be certain things lingering, even if they don't see it right away. It can be a downfall. It can be side damaging to them. Again, we all are strong, but we all have our weak moments. And again, it is about trying to rebuild you when you at your weak moment. Yeah, we gotta let you get it out. Let you let out all the aggressions and the stresses. Let it out. And once you done let it out, now it's time for you to start building back. Whatever you thought you might have lost, even if it's just confidence, gain it back. Like I said, tomorrow and even just throughout the holidays, you're gonna have a lot of people who are missing out on that extra added love and attention. Try to give them that, especially the ones that are deserving of it. There's some people that are just not gonna ever be worth your attention at all. And it's not to sound funny style or even to sound like a jerk. But how much time you think you could try to waste on somebody or try to help uplift somebody that don't want to accept the help? And in that same token, in that same token, only thing you can still do is try to wish that they get the help that they need. Even if you ain't you, listen. You don't want to accept my help, but here, this is somebody that got me through whatever. You might want to think about that. I know people who was leaving business cards and all of that. Knew people who was trying to help people at their best, not just sit down with them and talk with them, but just try to be around them, try to get them back in that spirit they was in before. They didn't want to accept it. So here, okay, if I can't help you, this person definitely can help you. And if that person can't help you, then I don't know what to tell you. At some point, you're gonna have to help yourself. And that's one thing for some of you, especially the ones who do feel alone, to remember. You want to have to start helping yourselves. Before anybody else can really help you, you have to help yourself. Don't let time go by, and definitely don't let bridges get burned because you refuse to accept help when needed. This is exactly why there's some of you who are right now almost to the point of defeat because you don't allow certain things to get to a level now where you can't even calm it down. Main thing again to remember is again love your life. And for some of y'all who feel a type of way because might not be having that many, especially the ones that are your ride or dies here anymore, guess what? You got to remember to still keep that torch going for them. You know, again, be thankful for being here another day to make something happen. It can change something. Kyle, what's going on, my guy? You know, and this is what I'm saying. You absolutely right on that word. Like some people fail to realize that. You know why they some of them realize it, but they still won't do it because again, it's a sense of pride. I don't want this person to know I gotta go get help for this. I don't want this person to look at me funny. I don't want this person to judge me because of whatever. But in the same thing, let's be real. If they're judging you on something that you're trying to do to better and correct yourself, then what does that say about them? That's the question that should be asked. Wait a minute. Why are you looking down on me if I'm trying to make myself better? How are you looking down on me because I'm trying to ask for help on something that I might need? You know, like I said, some people are here because I think that's just their niche. Their niche is again to try to cause and disturb balance, especially to those they feel they could cause and disturb balance within. It's time for some of y'all again to life coach, get a life coach, get a therapist. Hey, do what you got to do. You don't necessarily always got to resort to medications, but if you was already taking medications, even well within your into your adulthood, then you know you're gonna have to do so. See now, when some people go on a rant and a rave to a point where they ain't almost lost their life, once they get the proper medication, you see the difference in people. Again, you got people who suffer from traumas, whether it was happening to them as children, whether it happened to them into early adulthood, or even as an adult. Some people are having traumatic problems now. They probably don't watch somebody get killed in front of them. Probably done watched a car crash. Everything looked damaging, or they could have been almost in the midst of being in that accident. Prime example, a video I seen a while back. The guy was working in a dry cleaner, and he just moved. Some of y'all might have seen that he moved just in time. If he wasn't that moved, he could have been plowed under that car, probably, probably not here today. But don't think he's not going through some sort of traumatic experience because you just experienced and you was near death. So that's going to always mess you up. Some people are going to be strong. Some people, it probably might mess with them. Some people might wake up in cold sweats because they still thinking about that traumatic experience day in and day out. But if it starts to get like that, you have to go get you some sort of psych counseling and get yourself back to normalcy. Not gonna lie to you. When you got the right people that are bringing the best out of you, you're gonna tend to be stronger and wiser. Again, my traumas mostly happened as a kid, but they carved a great personality in the long run. They carved and instilled something in me that some people don't have, strength. Not gonna lie, I could have drowned when I was a kid. That was a near death experience. Could have drowned in the water, even with supervision. That right there could have messed me up for life. That could have had me scared to go in water, even go near a beach, pool, anything, right? No. Only thing that did was give me more courage and more strength to say, I know how to do this the next time around. I'm going to listen to what was told to me. That's how I learned about riptides, all of that stuff. So now if I do go somewhere outside of a state or wherever where it could be something, I know exactly which spots to look forward to and which spots to stay away from. See, even that could be traumatic because some kids who have almost drowned, they don't ever look the same at things like that. And you want to have those who be like, all right, yeah, I kind of screwed up, but I learned something. I learned that whatever don't kill you only makes you stronger, which that is the truth. That instance right there, even with the proper training from the mom, taught me to be a better, stronger swimmer, be more aware of my surroundings, no matter where I'm at. And it also gave me a strong sense to say, look, you're going to always make your little mistakes. There's going to be certain situations you might find yourself in. But if you remember everything, even during a time of duress or even panic, you could possibly save yourself. I've always felt like this. When you are able to reach and dig deep and really just bring out the best, not just in you, but the people around you, it speaks in volumes. And this is the thing I want to say again. Nobody is to look down at you or even try to judge you on trying to get yourself strengthened up again. See, like prime example, when I told y'all I took those couple days off. Yeah, I needed those couple days off. The process a few days that was already hitting me from all angles. Again, sometimes you even gotta unplug from the world around you just to get a better, clear view on things. And once you realize that, you'll start feeling better. You'll get back to that peace of mind that you want. One thing I would always say too is that you can't allow anybody, even when they trying to be at their evilest, to try to negate anything or even try to stop anything you might have going. If you got things you want to change, you could change it. If you got things that you don't want it to be attached to anything negative, change it. You don't want to be around the thugs and the killers all day, change it. You don't want to be around the gossipers and the naysayers, change it. A lot of times that's really what you just got to do, change. Change what you feel is keeping you in that dark spot. Change what you think is actually being a nuisance or a menace to you. Start changing your thought process because again, not everybody gonna be able to live your shoes. And it's time for you to really catch yourselves and try to get back to the best self that you was. Okay, I went through some deaths in my family. Okay, I gotta remember the only thing I could do is just keep myself strong, especially keep my family strong, especially those who might feel weak already. Like I said, when my mom's passed, I had to be the rock. I was already kind of a rock, but I had to be the rock because she was that foundation as far as the family was concerned. And I had to bear and hold in a lot and stay strong because again, I had my cousins, my younger brother, everybody was dealing with it and was still shocked. And I'll be honest with you, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have been no good to them, and I definitely wouldn't have been no good to myself. You know, for some people, it's going to be an instant. You know what? I got to hold it down. And that's exactly what it came to with me. I had to hold it down because, again, this hit different on all angles. And especially when your close knit family is even feeling the suffer from it. So, again, uplifting people the right way, it goes a long way. And the only reason why, a prime example, my family is even keeping that thing even going as far as Thanksgiving, because I really did stop a lot of those holidays even after she left. I had gotten to a point where I was like, once I found out what I needed to find out, there was no need for me to really even be celebrating it like that. But apparently, that's a thing that was done, and honestly, that was keeping people in the best spirits too. I got a feeling at some point, even if my family don't come through tomorrow, we still gonna have people coming through looking for something to eat. Hey, especially those who really ain't got no place to go and eat and do whatever. That's exactly what this was a lot of times. It was more of a, yeah, y'all hungry, come eat something. You're gonna make a whole bunch, come eat something. Take something home with you, shoot, just in case. The only reason why it's still going right now is because we gonna keep it that way. Because that's what she would have wanted, you know. Like regardless to what, that's one thing she would have wanted is, you know what, here, you know, you might be hungry, you might not have something today, you might not even be able to get towards your family or whatever. Here, come through, come get a plate, come chill out. I'm gonna do my best tomorrow to try to just keep everything in composure, which I always do. And more of anything, some people have to take into consideration and learn this one thing. Not everything in life is gonna be perfect, but it shouldn't be imperfect either. Give yourself a decent balance on things. Some of y'all might get frustrated because you're trying to do a lot of cooking, you're trying to do a lot of preparing, you're trying to make sure everybody's accommodated. Don't get too stressed out. What's going on, my guy? Don't let that take you into a stressful moment neither. Because sometimes once you get stressed out doing the simplest things, it'll start triggering things and bringing back things. No need for it. Definitely appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. The one thing some of y'all should remember too is that no matter what you do, you're gonna always give 100%, no matter what it is you don't. Give 100% of your time to make sure that the right people are in the right state of mind. Give 100% of your time to the family and making sure that they in line and everything is good, copacetic. And just give 100% dedication into doing whatever good deeds and works you feel is bringing you peace and joy and happiness. He almost crashed into a truck. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see if he gonna crash into these other two trucks that's parked over here. I'm outside. You already hear the birds and stuff. But again, you know, whatever makes you happy, whatever you've been accustomed to doing as far as that gives you happiness, that gives you strength, and that just gives you peace of mind. Make sure to remember that. Your mental peace, your spiritual peace, those are the most important things. Oh, you almost crashed into the truck? No. Oh, you stopped. You stopped. I'm over here trying to, oh, man. Some of these people don't know how to drive. How y'all driving for UPS, though? My bad. Back to the lesson at hand. My bad. Got distracted. We almost had a fender bend down here in the streets. One thing to remember is never be too distracted, especially on the road. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of y'all been distracted even while on the roads, and it's been causing serious accidents and stuff like that. These holiday season, this whole holiday season, please make sure that some of y'all are staying on board and just keeping yourselves in the right mind frame. Also, sending prayers to those who might not be able to celebrate with their family, those who are in the hospital for health reasons, those who might be in there for psychological reasons, those who might not be here to celebrate with the family. I'm giving healing prayers to those who definitely need it on all angles. You know, again, for some of y'all, it is hard to try to cope with certain things, especially during this time of the year. But just remember that you do have people who love and care for you, and those ones who actually love and care for you will show you that. I want to see a lot of y'all safe, especially some of y'all who are traveling. So again, make sure you keeping yourself well equipped, and also make sure that you are on point with whatever you're doing. And if you are going to be with the family, just try to have the best time you can. You know, sometimes it does get a little stressful. Some of y'all don't always get, along with certain family members. But if y'all are coming together just for something good, don't let no pettiness, no drama ruin it. There's some of you who are not going to be able to get out and do much. Try to make the best of it. Whether you do celebrate it or not, try to make the best of your day today and tomorrow. And again, I want to see that everybody have safe holiday travels, even down towards Christmas time and New Year's Eve coming into 2024. Some of us have already done started our resolutions. If we haven't, some of us will be. Some people already got the mindset of going into a new year, not just with the same attitude and standpoint, but just different changes that are needed. My resolution for 2024 will be like it always is for every year that I've been here. not just keeping myself alive, but just trying to do and build the best possible things I can while I'm still here. Building a legacy that even when I'm long gone, it'll stand out. My resolution is also to still try to bring the people to the table, those who want to have a good conversation and even to a point of good building. Goldie, what's going on, baby? Again, for those who not going to be able to be amongst family and friends, try to keep yourself in the strongest spirits. It might be hard to, but you have to dig down in your gut sometimes to pull out that strength. Hopefully, a lot of y'all trying to keep yourselves together, even on a healthy balance. You know, there are some people who are neglecting their health because they are kind of stuck in their trauma. Like again, I've seen some people who they suffered, and instead of them trying to get the help, they help is going to grab a bottle and going to drink their sorrows away. But that's not doing no good to you. If anything, that's killing you worse than anything. Because again, you are essentially destroying the balance that you have. I can't do what I used to do. I could go back to that, but then again, for what? My traumas is not that bad. My trauma is basically again carved in something great in me. So if anything, I can't go back to something if I'm not in that mood. I couldn't go back to waking up with a bottle and going to sleep with a bottle. Again, my traumas ain't that deep no more. Whatever traumas I thought I had, I didn't pray it away. I just blocked it away because it didn't do me no good. And I'm trying to give at least a good, decent message to those again. Some of y'all are drinking out of control because you all going through something and you refuse to open up. You refuse to at least go get the help necessary and required. So this is things we're going to see. But if you really love yourself and care for yourself like you say you do, at some point, you're going to have to give yourself a balance. You're going to have to ask yourself the question, what's more important? Me being here another day or me going into an early grave? I kid you not. A lot of you will want to try to avoid that early grave or at least putting yourself in a position to where you can't even do anything for yourself or the people that do love and care for you. Again, being safe on all angles says a lot. Being strong on all angles, it says a lot. And pardon the wind in the background. I'm gonna say this on all angles for those who not religious, find a balance. For those who are religious, find a balance. For those who feel they might be stuck in the middle, find a common balance that's going to keep you here longer and keep your mind strong. The one thing to remember is that you're always going to be strong, even when the world is throwing the worst at you. Because again, what don't kill you only makes you strong. And if anything, it gives you wisdom and it gives you a valuable lesson. You might have been rejected in certain situations, but that doesn't necessarily mean that rejection hurts you. It might sting a little bit, but it don't hurt. And it won't hurt because you got to think about it. There's still opportunities around the corner. Some people right now being denied for even the simplest things like apartments and stuff, right? But that's not knocking them down. They still fighting and they still striving to get what they need to get. There's some people who are getting denied even benefits, prime example for whatever. That's not knocking them and that's not doing anything to say anything of the least, especially if they need it. but they're not going to let that stop them either. Some of them are going to still apply. There are people who got turned down for positions at work that they know for a fact they could have had, and they still don't let it drop them. Why? Because again, at some point they're going to probably get into that position, or they might get into a better position that fits them. Again, can't rush a blessing, and you can't always look for it neither. A lot of times it just has to fall right in place. You might have got, again, turned down for a position at work, but who knows if that other position that's about to be open is either paying more or even going to give you more exposure and experience. And if that's the thing that you're looking for and aiming for, then hey, go into that alleyway. The goal is again to keep yourself strong on all angles. Sometimes you're not going to always get what you want, but you will get what you need. And that's even in the work field for some of y'all. You might not always get what you want, but you're going to get what you need. And it is essentially up to you. When you get to that point, it's all about just keeping it in motion. And again, I want to try to give an uplifting spirit to those who might not have nobody right now. Hopefully, you will take the time to pray, get your strength up. Shoot, even get out if you have to. There's some people that even if they don't have people, prime example, around them, they get out and go do something. I know some people who got grown kids. They ain't got nobody with them. If they already widowed or the most they got is their husband or their wives or whatever, they still live their life. They get out. If they don't feel like doing a whole bunch of whatever, they get out and go do something. Get out amongst the flock. You never know what blessings could be bestowed upon you if you just sitting in the house all day, or if you just isolating yourself all day. There's some people who have to get out of that isolation stage. Start getting out more. Start doing things. Start meeting new people, gaining new experiences. Because again, every day in life is a new experience, a new lesson, a new blessing. Again, I don't try to throw judgments on anybody. I'm not the most religious, but I'm not the most stupid either. I just know how to carefully place things, and I know how to carefully do things. Because I know some people take things for granted. Some people take things for granted. Everybody else just seems to have a good, decent, common balance. Because again, this is all coming from a good place. Harry, what's going on, my guy? Again, essentially giving yourself a strong balance when needed will always make sure that you don't feel defeated. Mm. Nah, you good, Harry, because I thought you already had one, bro. You've been here back, so you've been here for a minute, so I thought you had one. At some point, I gotta do a little revamp on certain things anyway, so. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you doing things that you feel is not just good for you and your spirit, but it's good for the people around you, you keep doing it. See, with me, you know, I usually play some music, and y'all know this. And I play music because sometimes you need that unwind time. You done been through whatever stresses during the day, even on here. Time to cut back, relax and do whatever. That's how it's really supposed to be. I do something because I feel it's not just right for me. I do it because I feel like it's right for the people. If I was an actual DJ, oh, trust me, it'd be worse. They're definitely like, nah, he bringing the good vibes back. That's what you're supposed to do. Bring the good vibes back. You already know, Miss T, baby. And serious, what you said earlier was definitely truth. Some people have to realize you can't allow things to defeat you. If you succumb to that defeat, you're only going to meet more trauma and dramatic, experiences coming along. Like I told people, what I'm doing here is something that I feel we all need. We all go through different stresses, traumas in life. We all go through the same old madness day in and day out. The most I want to do is just bring something where we can have good conversations, have some good times. Shoot, we all gonna have our bad times, even our little, somber moments. But I want everybody to be free to be themselves. That's something that I've stayed implementing because it's the truth, even for people that might be coming into the fold. I want everybody to not just be themselves, but enjoy being themselves and feel comfortable. Money, what's going on, my guy? Hold on, you just did an upload, bro? Yeah, I gotta check that in a minute. I knew I wasn't tripping for a minute, man. Val, there you go with the shadow hugging. Didn't I tell you stop doing that? See, you disturbing my balance. Now you gotta get one of these. Come in here with that, baby. Nah, what's going on? What's going on? Again, happy Thanksgiving Eve and Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. Happy holidays all around the board. If you blink your eyes, it's gonna be Christmas too for y'all that celebrate it. But again, hopefully y'all all enjoying yourselves, keeping yourselves preserved, the families preserved, and keeping your mind preserved on the same notion. We know sometimes it's the hardest thing to try to keep your mind strong when you're dealing with a lot of things personally and individually. But just remembering again that you have the right people around you that do love and care for you, and they want to see you be at your best. Like I told people, this is just something that I feel I'm doing right. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing or being who I am for anything. I want the people to understand that this is an area where you can come and just lounge. This is the lounge. Kick back, relax, and do a few things. And I think honestly, next Thursday, even for those who might catch this replay, the time is up for y'all. And you know why I'm saying in the good way. Was going to do it this week, but I can't do it tomorrow. So next Thursday, I'm bringing back open mic poetry, music, and comedy. I'm going to add the link pin. Anybody want to chime in for that evening, you're more than welcome. And some of y'all that are familiar with the poetry now, you know how I give it up. You know how I give it up. And we've had some good people on here who have came up here and blessed the stage as well too. And for those who might be new, who might even have something they want to bring to you, y'all more than welcome. Like I said, I don't force nothing that I don't need to force, and I don't do things that I feel ain't gonna work. Oh, that's what's up, Miss T. Oh snap! Oh snap! I know some of y'all starting their vacations. Some of y'all got personal time off, whatever. Again, take your time and just enjoy your fruits of labor, enjoy your life, and just have love and joy for the people that are still around you. Some might not have to go back until Monday. Some probably got more than a 2 week stretch. Again, try to do everything you possibly can with the time that you got off, especially those who are working to the bone. Shoot, my good old PTOs won't be until next month. Well, shoot, I still got to figure out all those PTOs for next month. Apparently, I thought I put in enough days and I didn't. So I'm gonna make sure I do that to the best. I want to come into the new year with a refreshed mind, even if it means not coming into work. I don't want to see you till after the New Year's. I done worked hard to the bone. I need that time. And for those who are lucky again to again be blessed to see another day and be amongst real ones that actually love and care for you, don't take that for granted. Love every moment of it, cherish every moment of it. You still got loved ones here that are lucky to still be here. Love and care for them. And again, apologies for the wind in the background. But this is how it's supposed to feel after we just got all that rain between yesterday morning and shoot early this morning. Yeah, I know tonight is gonna be cold, so I'm glad I got my jacket on, baby. Welcome back to the fall weather. Again, some of y'all blessed and don't even know it, but you are. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like some of the ones that are not here, they are actually kind of lucky and they dodging the bullet because they would probably be ripping their hair out too with the things going on in society. They probably wouldn't even know how to really react to it, you know. But again, they are here in spirit, and they definitely want to see you at your best no matter what. So try to keep your spirit uplifted even for them. I got some people, like I said, even some of my boys that I know should have been here right now. Some of them not going to be able to even be with their families on either accord. Why? Because you know things just happen. Shoot. You want to know what I'm cooking? All right. Let me see if I go down this list the right way. Turkey, turkey wings, um, collard greens, mac and cheese, macaroni salad, collard greens. Yeah, yeah. You know, definitely making some sweet potato pie. What else is on that list? Baked ziti, um, stuffing. No, you always got to have that stuffing and gravy, and two baked hams. Yeah, cooking wild crazy because don't plan on cooking for the next 3 days anyway. Or if some of the family do come, hey, they'll be taking some of that home with them. God, this what's going on, baby. You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, just want to get all this stuff in order, which I already did. Shoot. Definitely going to have a great one tomorrow, regardless. Even though the people that I would want to be here ain't here, they still here in spirit. So I'm going to be uplifting the best way possible. And I'm going to be turned all the way up. You know, this is the thing, though. Just remembering again that even in your weakest times, there's strength there. You just got to bring it out. There's some of y'all who feel like you can't be vocal. You can. It's about how you be vocal. And it's also, again, about what you saying. Because you don't want to say the wrong thing and probably bring somebody's spirits down. You don't want to move a certain way or do certain things, and then it makes them feel a type of way. See, I can say it like this. I'm me 100% inside and out. And there are those who can accept it. There's those who don't like it. I can't control anything. I could just control what I do. And I can only just be the best possible me and still continue to be me. See, even when people try to throw jabs or even try to be crazy. That don't stop somebody that's comfortable with who they are. It just doesn't. Just know I ain't gonna never move funny. I don't care who's here and who's not here. I don't move funny. And for those who've been here since the beginning, they'll tell you I don't move no different. But if I feel I do, everybody gonna be getting that damn way. They gonna get that a warning. And y'all know this already. Most thing to remember though, again, for those who aren't lucky to have those around them to keep them uplifted, y'all try to uplift them if they gonna accept it. And again, for some of y'all who are still lucky and blessed, especially with kids and the family, don't let your don't let your overall, how can I say this the right way? Don't let your overall traumas and stresses spew over. Selena, what's going on, baby? Again, don't let that spew into whatever it is you don't. Don't let that ruin friendships. Don't let that ruin things with family. Again, just take the time. Take the time out. If you feel you need to take the time back and a step back, then do so. Get your mind clear and straight because I know it's going to be a long one. These holidays, again, they take a tear and they take a toll on certain people. No doubt, serious. Be safe on that road, baby. See, like even the mall, prime example. If I don't do a morning live stream, most likely I'm gonna probably do a Twitch live stream. And for those who ain't followed me on Twitch by now, shoot, y'all should be by now. For those who was in there yesterday, appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking out. At some point, I almost went deep in the seat of chest, but yet and still had fun. I want to see everybody that's been here building, everybody that's on the verge of building here, or shoot, even people that's in the shadows right now. Hopefully, all of y'all try to enjoy your days, try to stay stress free, try to keep yourself in a better, motivated balance in the mood. You know, might be hard, but you have to dig into yourself and bring out that inner strength that you didn't know you had. Again, some people feel like they don't want to be vocal, but at some point you're gonna have to be vocal. Always remember that part. Bring in that strength out when you need it. It carves out a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, when you have the right people around you too, that's gonna be an extra added motivation. You tend to get through the things that you think you can't. Not just keep your strength and keep your spirit strong with that man upstairs, but just keeping yourself balanced, period. Take the time to really enjoy everything that's around you, even down to the negative. I know. Oh, I know, Miss T. I know you ain't got no Twitch. You'd have been in there dancing, cartwheeling, and acting a fool too. I know. But again, I want to see that everybody is having a safe holiday season all around the board, even coming into the year 2024. That's because that's just the person I am. I'll give y'all a piece of me, even the pieces of me I don't want to give you because I'm not that hard to read. It should never be hard to read somebody when somebody is actually just being them. Shouldn't be no extra added observation when the person is still going to be them day in and day out. See, I have my moments like most people. I have my moments when I'm on spaz time who don't. But when it's things that I feel like is distracting my spirit, or even to a point of distracting something good here, yeah, I'm going to go off like most people are supposed to. Because now I feel like you're trying to take a shot at my peace, or you just trying to do something to disturb the peace. But again, I implore everybody that is coming here to build, just have a respect level and build. We don't gotta agree on everything. We all want to have our different views and opinions on things because we all have had certain things in life where we could give the best possible advice. Because we might have people who definitely have been through some sort of stage or phase that either one of us have been through. Again, shoot, my trauma is mostly as a kid. My trauma is actually carved the strength for me that I needed, especially in this world right here. Don't be laughing, Miss T, because you know damn well you'd have been in there cartwheeling and acting a fool yesterday. Court, what's going on, baby? Happy gobble gobble, and where's my turkey bird, baby? Nah, you got to. That is the truth, though, Mary. You gotta, and that's just anybody. You gotta stand up for yourself when you know it's time to stand up for yourself. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your thoughts, your views, and your opinions. Again, sometimes you might not always want to be vocal, but you're gonna have to, especially in times when people are trying to carve a picture about you that's not even true. And I think this is another reason why some people definitely are going down a bad road because they're not standing up for themselves. Prime example I've seen on here, I've seen some people who have tried to dictate on other people's panels what should be said, what should be done. But in the same token, you can't do that. Person is going to move the way they move. A person is going to run they shit the way they run it. Yeah, you could give some advice. It's always good to give helpful advice. But when you are trying to dictate something, that at some point becomes a problem. Now that's almost like, you just belittling the person. Definitely have a safe travels, and you already know that, Court. Definitely appreciate you for tuning in last night. We definitely rocked out. Shout outs to Angela and everybody else that popped in. Everybody was in here cutting up last night. One thing I would say too, though, is for some of y'all, be blessed and be thankful that you're not going through certain times like some people are going through right now. There's some people who are probably facing eviction right now, especially at this time juncture. That's the worst stress that anybody should ever have to deal with. I don't know. I'm trying to debate. Could bring a little conversation tonight, depending. But again, just be thankful because there's some people who don't even have it right now. There's some people who don't even got a roof over their heads, even during these times of the holidays. And that's what hurts the worst. You have people who don't have as much as they should have. Miss T, I wasn't because I was behind a booth, baby. Yeah, most likely I'm gonna probably do an open conversation tonight. I gotta work, but 9 out of 10, I'll do something a little early tonight. That's the thing though. You got some people who feel that's the way to do it. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say this. You shouldn't say that. Maybe you should. No, people are going to do what they do. You know, not saying that people can't critique, but if you're going to critique, there's a way to do it to where you're not belittling a person or it's not making you look bad in the same token. I don't go on other people's panels or channels and try to overrun anything. Again, give uplifting encouragement when needed. Even if it is something you feel that could possibly harm somebody, okay, well, look, let me say it this way. Let me word it this way so they don't feel the type of way or they don't feel like you're trying to come at them. No doubt, Val, and I definitely glad you're doing what you're doing and, continue doing what you're doing, baby. Uplifting spirits, baby. Because like me, ghost watching certain things, I've seen some people who will let people overthrow their panels and everything else. If that's yours, you're supposed to hold that down. It's essential, like it being your house. You're not gonna let somebody come in your house, disrespect or do whatever, right? So it shouldn't be that way when you are building or doing anything on any social media platform. Frankie, what's going on, my guy? And I want to give also congratulations to those who might have started back going to school. And I'm talking about on any level. I don't care if you're young or old. If you're going back to get your education, you're going back to get something done, you know, may that man upstairs give y'all more strength and more wisdom to get your goals and get everything accomplished. There are some people who will let their pride, even with that, get in the way of certain things. Nah, I don't want to go do this because I'm too old. I feel embarrassed. No, you should never feel embarrassed. There are people right now, prime example, just going to get their GEDs and they well over 50, 60 years old. Some of them had to get a piece of paper because they didn't get a chance to get a piece of paper if they was war vets or if they had to be the the captains of the household basically because of whatever. So those people didn't get a chance to really do what they need to do education wise. But if they doing it now, that's still a blessing right there. Because again, some people think age just equates wisdom. No, life experience that equates wisdom. It's not just education. Because again, you're still learning and educating and getting educated until you close your eyes for good. It's about what you learn and about how you proceed in life that gives wisdom, that gives knowledge. Again, whatever you doing in life, even if you feel it's late in life, make that something that you really are for and that's making you happy. And that's even going to give you a different alleyway to explore just in case. Gabe, what's going on, my guy? Again, I believe in uplifting the best way possible, even through a talk, which I feel it has done that. And for those who, again, who might just be popping in, especially you, Mr. Blanco, we got a beef, son. Nah, I'm messing with you, bro. I'm just letting you know, like everybody else, I'm bringing back open mic next Thursday. Rain or shine. I'm giving y'all some time to get yourselves in order when you step up in here. But again, doing something that you know for a fact feels good, not just for yourself, but it does bring some sort of joy and happiness and peace to the others. That's what you are supposed to be doing, even during this time of the holidays, for real. Again, you're gonna have some people who are gonna accept the help. You're gonna have some people who don't. The ones that are willing to accept the help, you definitely make sure you help them to the fullest extent. It is critical because again, this time juncture, we need more uplifting now than we ever do. But again, I want to sit there and let the people know that regardless to what talks come, I'm going to always have a logical view on it and never an emotional view on it. The reason why I'm not allowed, at least in my opinion, to have an emotional view on it is because, again, those emotions sometimes will spew over and it'll mess up the juncture of everything. And again, I don't want to make people feel a type of way. I don't want people to feel like I'm moving any type of way. It's just some things, again, I'm not going to put emotion into. I'm looking at it from the outside looking in. Like when I spoke on some of the situation yesterday, I'm from the outside looking in. That situation with that person could have definitely been a homicide. And for what? Because you was triggered over something that's not in your control. See, I would tell these people this again. There's things that are going to be out of your control. That shouldn't trigger you and that shouldn't make you think a type of way. Because the wrong type of triggers can definitely have somebody turning you off for the rest of your life. When you know you need the help, even on a mental standpoint, go get the professional help you need. Never mind what everybody else says or thinks about you. If those people are going to laugh and even judge you in moments like that, then they not for you to begin with. I said this before and I said it again. If they'll laugh at you when you're going through your moments, even your moments of weakness, if they turning on you because you can't do for them as much or you just not doing nothing for them, they ain't for you to begin with. Your real peoples, your real ride or dies, they gonna be with you through your ups and downs, your goods and your bads, your trials and your tribulations. And that's just real facts right there. You're gonna have those who love to be in the midst of conversations, especially good ones, because they could be able to feed off of that conversation and even implement something that could help. Well, how this person dealt with this and how this person went through all of this and they was able to sit down and have the conversation and find out. And once you done found out, hey, take something for what it is. Kev, what's going on, my guy? But the one thing to remember again is you're not supposed to judge. There's certain things in this world that you're not going to be able to judge, and there are things you're going to have to judge. And those things that you might have to judge is only because, by the society standpoint, you're supposed to. And even by your standpoint, you are supposed to. There are other things you can't. I can't judge somebody that might need professional help one way or another. I can't judge somebody who feels like their life is worthless. I can't judge somebody that feels like anything. I just can't judge nobody. Can't judge you. James, what's going on, my guy? I can't judge you in the sense of you might actually need an ear to listen to. You might tell me something. I'm not going to judge you on whatever the hell you done told me. The only thing I could try to analyze something and give you my overall critical analysis on it. And that's really about it. I can't judge you. My bad, y'all. The hell. But all in all, though, I just mostly wanted to come in, chime in with the people. I know a lot of y'all gonna be busy tomorrow. I know a lot of y'all gonna be busy today. Like I said, I could be bringing a little open discussion tonight. I dropped the link in case anybody want to chime in on it. And Mr. James, what happened to you yesterday in the club? I hope you didn't go to the wrong channel. See, the things that you gotta understand again is there is no second chances when it comes to your life. And if you do get a second chance at something, make it right. I kind of figured that, James. I was like, look at this. Look at this. I needed help yesterday, man. You left me for Dolly again. Nah, bro. I still appreciate everybody that chime in. Again, if y'all not sub to that Twitch channel, y'all already know what it is. You're gonna have to. Because some things, again, I'm just not gonna bring here. Y'all want the fun, y'all want the laughter, y'all want the uninterrupted vibes. Gotta come to Twitch. You know, we all ain't perfect. We shouldn't always try to strive for perfectness because that's just not going to be possible. But we should strive to just keep a strong balance in life. And again, for those who might feel like they don't have that extra strength, you got it. You just got to bring it up out of you. You know, no matter what you suffering from or could be suffering from, get the help when needed. If you got close friends that have been in situations, or if you got close friends that will sit down and take the time and listen to you, hey, let them listen. Let them listen, vent, let it out. I've done this on multiple occasions. I've had people come to me, even when I'm in my own time of whatever, but I sat back and let them. Like, I ain't had to say much of nothing because in the long run, I am a person you can vent to. Most of y'all know I don't move funny. I don't move a type of way I don't need to move. I try to do the best possible. I try to interact with damn near everybody. If there's times that I might have over missed something or a comment, I do apologize. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when the chat is moving, there might be some things I might not be able to come back to. I try to give everybody the utmost love and respect, and I also try to give them the utmost as far as attention is concerned. No, I ain't messing with you, Mary. I ain't messing with you. No, I've had people, man, listen, I've had people come to me. You forgot? I got people that rock with me. Even you forgot about Wilma and them? I got peoples that fuck with me that come to me, even when I don't feel like going through it. But I let y'all vent because again, I know what it is. There's times I've vented out of nowhere. The other day was a clear example of me venting, but I was venting for the right reasons. Hey, yeah, don't worry, nobody can ever drive me crazy when it comes to that. See, some of these things that I built character on is only because I thought about the things that I was taught, especially from the woman that's no longer here. That's one thing that always came out, regardless to what. Your friends are different. Your friends are unique. And if your friends are going through anything, lend them an open ear like they would do to you. Try to be a guidance and uplift them like they would do you. And it served well. I've had people who almost committed suicide that stopped just because of the right times of me either calling or just knocking through or just happening to catch you on the humble. Yo, what's going on? Yo, son, holla at me. I'm one of those people. Again, it's nothing for you to come to me and just have a great talking and conversation. Even vent. I'll let you do that. See, when I vented the other day, I vented not just because of what's going on here. It was rarely because of what's going on here. It was mostly just dealing with a lot of different stresses and tensions. Again, for some of y'all that wasn't aware, I almost had a scare again with my grandmother, and that's the only surviving grandparent right now. So yeah, I'm keeping my eyes as open and as visual as I'm supposed to, because again, that was another one that taught me a lot of different lessons in life. The one thing again to remember is that you don't allow certain things to drive you into that abyss. Don't let it drive you into that dark road where you can't come back. Some of y'all are going through things right now, might even be going through things with people, but you don't allow those people to carve out or dictate anything that you're doing. You don't allow them to make you feel less than. There are going to be some people who feel like I'm moving a certain way just because I might have a militant background with certain things, but that doesn't mean I don't have an open heart and an open ear and an open spirit. I try to be an open book as possible. You're gonna come here and build, come here and build. Come grow, come enjoy the people. And again, I know some people might not be getting along or might be going through things right now, but again, like I said yesterday, I'm not gonna allow certain things to overthrow anything that I'm doing over here. Anything. Something that's also giving me a peace and balance, I'm gonna keep doing that. Like I said, whether it's one live out the day or 20 lives, it doesn't matter. Just know that everything is gonna have a message in it at the end of the day. My main message for the day before I do get up out of here, because I wasn't gonna hold y'all but so long. Again, for those who might be traveling, might be with the family, make sure y'all staying safe, keep your inner peace and your strength at balance, even when it's hard to. Just try to do the best you can. You are here for a great reason and not just for a season. So try to do the best you can. Keep your family preserved, keep yourself preserved, keep your strength and your mind preserved. You're no good to anybody if you're not good within yourself. Always remember that part too. And if you do need the help one way or another, please make sure you're seeking the help before time. As always, it's been a blessing to come here and just have a little talk with y'all. I need to try to figure myself out before work. Y'all pray for my pole scout. Forgot. I might be bringing something on the Twitch channel today for a little bit before work. Matter of fact, I am. I'm definitely gonna do a little music stream today. Definitely. I should be back kind of early though, only because I gotta go to work kind of early. So most of y'all that sub, y'all already know. I'll see y'all give or take around 4 o'clock. Hammer, what's going on, baby? Hopefully you enjoying yourself. Hopefully you enjoying your holidays, baby. Yes, Mary. Pray for my post scout. Let's hope I just happen to come into work today on a good term and not have to worry about some madness. And for those who might have just been coming in, y'all can catch the replay. I'm definitely be back on that Twitch channel around 4. Try to give y'all like an hour and a half of some good old vibes. And I'll definitely bring this little conversation tonight. And y'all more than welcome. Again, it's always a blessing to come amongst the flock and just speak from the soul and speak from the heart. I want everybody to have a safe one on top of that for this holiday. And for the 2024, peace and prosperity and growth. And again, I want to thank the people who have been here, everybody that's part of this eulogy family, everybody that's just been an inspiration to keep things going. Don't worry, I got a little something for y'all tonight. Might not be much, but I got something for y'all tonight. Don't worry. Definitely going to see y'all around 4 o'clock on that Twitch channel, so hopefully I see y'all there. And come get some good old vibes. Come fuck with your boy Nate James. Well, let me get up out of here, definitely. I'll see y'all definitely around 4, and we're going to have this conversation tonight. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. And that's what I'm going to do is give you real topics and real builds. Like I said, I'll definitely see y'all around 4. Don't worry, James. I don't see you in the club getting pregnant by somebody. It's your problem. It's your problem. I would say the same thing to you, Mary. I don't see you in the club getting pregnant. Somebody hurt. Nah, but y'all all enjoy yourselves. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.